A lot's being said about Microsoft and Xbox over the last, few months, and I believe that Microsoft is possibly trending in the direct way. You have people sort of coming around. I'm not really sure if I come around totally to the idea of not having any exclusive titles, because I feel that works against you in a lot of ways. If you are going to have hardware, you have to be 100% committed to the hardware, but Microsoft has some interesting things that could prove useful to them, and I feel like one of those things is the fact that they're owners of Activision, the fact that they're owners of ZeniMax, and there's so much going on there and so much content to be had there that they could literally do pretty much anything that they want to do. So with that being said, are they really in a place that could be possibly set up to surprise people in the next couple of years with like a generation that could pull an Xbox 360? Maybe not, but I feel like this is something we should definitely talk about, and I'm interested to get into it. What's up, everybody? I'm Crap Gamer. This is Crap Gamer Reviews, back with another video. Thank you so much for checking it out. I appreciate it. You guys are awesome. And you know what? I appreciate the ones that like the videos and things like that. So please like the videos. I do daily gaming content. So if you guys are looking for daily gaming content, you got it. It can be tough sometimes to do the multiple videos or a video a day, but I try to be fun and informative, and hopefully that comes across to each and every one of you that watches the videos and things like that. So it's going to be interesting because we know this year is going to be an epic year from Xbox first party. Call of Duty, Avowed, South of Midnight, Doom, The Dark Ages, Fable. There's just a lot to be seen there and a lot to be kind of taken in. So that's something that we kind of can expect already. But what is unexpected is, what is Xbox going to do with Activision this year? So, it's going to be interesting. We finally got past the whole Activision drama. It's cool to see that 2024 was nothing special in terms of what happened in regards to Activision Blizzard partnership, aside from, a handful of Game Pass games. Less than expected, to be honest with you, because I think a lot of us really expected there to be a ton of, things there kind of pushing what we were kind of trying to do. So, you know what I mean? So I honestly think that, this was something that honestly could surprise people. This could definitely, go into a situation where us as fans get, things that we really are finally starting to look forward to. You know what I mean? And that's exactly what I think so many people are, excited about, when it comes to this kind of stuff. So for me, I think when you look at what Activision can do, I really feel like we're in such a interesting space that anything can happen, and the fact that we have, all of these things to kind of come about, and Microsoft owns all of these different things. I feel like that's pretty darn awesome, and we could definitely get a situation where we have more stuff than what we even thought possible. Right? It could be a very different story. We're mostly in the dark about what Activision is kind of preparing to do as it stands. That means, some surprises are hopefully in the works. The first one that gets me excited is, whatever's going on with Tony Hawk. As he said himself, he's confirmed he's working on, quote-unquote, something. Tony Hawk Pro Skater 1 and 2 was very, very good, the remakes a couple of years ago, and it would be really cool to see something brand new in that series. If you think about it, those are the types of things that, as fans, we look at and we go, okay, well, this is really cool to see that Microsoft is kind of adding some of these things to the mix that everybody is, excited about. We're starting to see everybody kind of get amped up over, some of these announcements and things. So not only would we have, a great situation where we have all this first party stuff, but we also have, a situation where we have amazing, third party stuff, even though I know Microsoft owns, everything, but it is still crazy that they kind of have all these different things that many of us kind of look at and just kind of maybe take for granted. So, again, I think that that's really cool. The other thing is, Crash Bandicoot and Spyro kind of come to mind. We know that Xbox is planning to publish the next game from Toys for Bob, which has worked on both of these series in the past. Hopefully Phil and his team have, something up their sleeves when it comes to these franchises. Crash Team Rumble, was an okay game, but it didn't really feel like it was going to be something great. There's so much more that could be mentioned. Obviously, the next Call of Duty was going to be in there, but also the Call of Duty Classics. I think that that's going to be something that, pushes things in a new direction for Microsoft. And when you launch a new platform, like a new Xbox, which obviously Microsoft is planning to do sometime in the near future, I feel like you have to have, content that is going to really blow people away and, make sure that people really make people kind of excited about the future of the brand. So you go, oh, we have a new console, it's super powerful, it's going to play your games great. Oh, we have a new handheld, it's awesome. It's going to play your entire library. We also have the latest Call of Duty and the latest Fable and the latest Gears of War, the latest Halo. These are things that could push people into buying Xbox. If you just want to be an OS, then I think, that you have to do something a little bit differently. Like, why bother with, why bother with the console at all at that point, or hardware at all? But the fact that they're making hardware really kind of shows you that, things are changing and they're making sure that, fans have what they want. So, again, I'm looking forward to seeing. I think that Activision can be sort of a secret weapon this year against them. Obviously, you know what I mean? Whatever happens, it's going to be pretty exciting. Obviously, we've all been really focused on Xbox's first-party slate. Stuff like Fable, Doom that I mentioned earlier. But who knows what's waiting in the wings from Activision Blizzard. This is the first year where it feels like Xbox's creative vision could sneak into whatever's being worked on behind the scenes. And yeah, I get it. Microsoft is a huge corporation and this, that, and the other thing. But at the same point in time, we also have some very cool things to kind of look into as fans. Because, I feel like Microsoft has done some due diligence on some of this stuff. And, it really feels like, they know what direction kind of they want to go in. Now, is it going to be the right direction? I can't really say. I'm not a prognosticator. I hope that it's the right direction, because I feel like, we are definitely onto something with the way that they're kind of handling things. The idea, I get the ideas that they're trying to push, right? Like, oh, you should be able to take your stuff and play anywhere. And there's a certain subset of people that really love that. But I also feel like there's this big group of people that just don't give a crap, right? Like, they want to play their Xbox, and that's it. I don't know if there's this massive, line of people that specifically want to, hey, when I'm taking a dump, I want to be able to play my games or whatever, We'll see what's happening. I honestly feel like what's happening is sort of, sometimes it feels like maybe the industry's kind of pushing stuff. Like, I feel like the industry pushed really hard to make streaming games a thing, but people push back against that because they would rather own the games. I feel like, there was a push to get people to buy into subscription services, but again, that's only going to take you so far, because people want to own their stuff and they don't want to pay these huge fees just to not have anything to show for it, right? So again, we'll have to see if that's something that happens in the future. Anything can happen, but it is exciting to see, and we'll see what happens, in the next little bit, because like I said, Microsoft is in an interesting space, and I think it could be a very interesting time for all of us, for gamers all around the world. So, again, we'll see what happens. Microsoft has the ball in their court. It's totally on them as to what is going to change in the future, and whether or not Xbox is going to stay relevant, or whatever the case may be. and maybe it will stay relevant. Maybe it'll do amazing things. You know, that's the hope. So anyway, let me know what you all think. I appreciate it. Please like the videos like I mentioned earlier, and possibly subscribe. Rack 'em up, fact 'em up, Crap Gamer 'em up. Thanks for watching. Crap Gamer out.